Hello friends, welcome to Cherish to Learn. So today we will discuss OCS main PYQ on, for the year 2006 translation. So let's start the class. So translate the following passage into English. So first is ପୁରାଣର କାହାଣୀ ବା କିମ୍ବଦନ୍ତୀକୁ ଛାଡ଼ିଦେଲେ ଭାରତ ଇତିହାସରେ ଧର୍ମ ନିରପେକ୍ଷତାର ବହୁତ ସୁନ୍ଦର ଉଦାହରଣ ମିଳେ। सो पुराणर कहानी बा किंबदंती फास्ट ए पार्ट को हम देखिबा देन भारत रे इतिहास रे धर्म निरपेक्षतार बहुत सुंदर उदाहरण मिले। फर्स्ट देखिया देन बिसाइड्स 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 और बारिंग भी लिख परिया बारिंग besides or barring mythological stories or legends mythological stories or legends there are many examples of secularism found in Indian history or history of India. Found in history of India. Besides or barring mythological stories of legends, there are many examples of secularism found in history of India. Besides or barring the mythological stories of the stories or legends, there are many examples of secularism found in history of India. Then next is कबीरଙ୍କ प्रत्येकटी भक्ति गीतरे एही चेतना स्पष्ट भावरे प्रकाशित होईछि. So this consciousness is vividly represented or clearly expressed. This consciousness is vividly this consciousness is vividly expressed or clearly represented behavior vividly expressed or clearly represented in each devotional songs of Kabir. In each devotional song of Kabir. Then next is गुरु नानक जो संग्रामी गोष्ठी तैयारी करिसंती तार मूल सूत्र हिंदू और इस्लाम उभय धर्म रे रहिछि. सो गुरु नानक जो संग्रामी गोष्ठी तैयारी करिसंती ए पार्ट करिया. ଗୁରୁ ନାନକ ଯେଉଁ ସଂଗ୍ରାମୀ ଗୋଷ୍ଠୀ ତିଆରି କରିଛନ୍ତି ତାର ମୂଳ ସୂତ୍ର ହିନ୍ଦୁ ଓ ଇସଲାମ ଧର୍ମର ରହିଛି। ସୋ ଆମେ କରିବା ଦ ଫଣ୍ଡାମେଣ୍ଟାଲ ପ୍ରିନ୍ସିପଲ୍ ଅଫ୍ the fundamental principle the fundamental principle of fighter community established by Guru Nanak Guru Nanak lies in both Hinduism and Islamism. Lies in both Hinduism and Islam. सो गुरु नानक जो संग्रामी गोष्ठी तैयारी करिसेंती तार मूल सूत्र हिंदू और इस्लाम उभय धर्म रे रहिछि। द फंडामेंटल प्रिंसिपल ऑफ द फाइटर कम्युनिटी एस्टैब्लिश्ड बाय गुरु नानक लाइज इन बोथ हिंदुइज्म एंड इस्लाम। सेटा भी हे परिबो नहेले आ गुड टाइप रो करिया द मेन सोर्स ऑफ द फाइटर ग्रुप दैट गुरु नानक हैज फॉर्म्ड is in both religions, the Hinduism or Islam से एमिति भी हे परियो। So the fundamental principle of fighter community established by Guru Nanak lies in the both Hinduism or Islamism. Then next is एपरिकी सिख मानकर सर्वश्रेष्ठ पीठ स्वर्ण मंदिर भित्ति प्रतिष्ठा उभय धर्मर विद्वान मान संपृक्ति आम देशर धर्मनिरपेक्ष चिंता चेतनार प्रमाण। तो एपरिकी अच्छी माने इवन फर्स्ट ऑफ इवन द इन्वॉल्वमेंट ऑफ स्कॉलर्स even the involvement of scholars from both the religion from both the religions in laying down the foundation of Golden Temple, the holiest place. Laying down the foundation of Golden Temple of सर्वश्रेष्ठ पीठ the greatest Sikh monument. Golden Temple, the greatest Sikh monument. The greatest Sikh monument. The greatest Sikh monument is an example of our of our secular consciousness. Secular consciousness. तो ଶିଖ ଏପରିକି ଶିଖ ମାନଙ୍କର ସର୍ବଶ୍ରେଷ୍ଠ ପୀଠ ସ୍ୱର୍ଣ୍ଣ ମନ୍ଦିରର ଭିତ୍ତି ପ୍ରତିଷ୍ଠାରେ ଉଭୟ ଧର୍ମର ବିଦ୍ୱାନ ମାନଙ୍କର ସମ୍ପୃକ୍ତି ଆମ ଦେଶର ଧର୍ମ ନିରପେକ୍ଷ ଚିନ୍ତା ଚେତନାର ପ୍ରମାଣ। ଇଭିନ୍ ଏପରିକି ଅଛି ମାନେ ଇଭିନ୍ ଆସିବ ଇଭିନ୍ ଦ ଇନଭଲଭମେଣ୍ଟ ଅଫ୍ ସ୍କଲାର୍ସ। ତ ଉଭୟ ଧର୍ମ ବିଦ୍ୱାନ ମତଲବ ସ୍କଲାର୍ସ ଫ୍ରମ୍ ଦ ବୋଥ୍ ରିଲିଜିଅନ୍ ଭିତ୍ତିପ୍ରସ୍ତର ଅଛି। ତ in laying down the foundation of golden temple, the greatest Sikh monument is an example of our secular consciousness, चिंता चेतनार प्रमाण, is an example. Then next is सबुठारु उल्लेखनीय तथ्य होची मोगल सम्राट शाहजहां बड़ पुओ दारा शिखो ऋग्वेदर 3टी, यजुर्वेदर 12गोटी, श्यामवेदर गोटिए एवं अथर्ववेदर 36टी उपनिषद को पारसी भाषा रे अनुवाद कराइथिले। तो सबुठारु उल्लेखनीय द मोस्ट रिमार्केबल फैक्ट और द मोस्ट नोटेबली एटा भी परबो और द मोस्ट रिमार्केबल फैक्ट the most remarkable fact is that और एटा नोटेबल भी परबो notably fact is that the Mughal emperors Shahjahan's eldest son Dara Shikho translated 3 Upanishads of translated 3 Upanishads of Rig Veda, then 12 from Yajurveda, ऋग्वेद 3टी 12 गोटी 12 of Yajurveda and 1 of Samveda and एवं अथर्ववेदर 36टी 36 of and 36 of अथर्ववेद into Parsi or Persian जोड़ा लिखले भी चलिबो। सबुठारु उल्लेखनीय तथ्य होची मोगल सम्राट शाहजहां को बड़ पुओ द्वारा ବଡ଼ ପୁଅ ଦାରା ଶିଖ ଋଗ୍ବେଦର 3ଟି, ଯଜୁର୍ବେଦର 12ଗୋଟି, ସାମବେଦର ଗୋଟିଏ ଏବଂ ଅଥର୍ବବେଦର 36ଟି ଉପନିଷଦକୁ ପାର୍ସୀ ଭାଷାରେ ଅନୁବାଦ କରାଇଥିଲେ। ଦ ମୋଷ୍ଟ ରିମାର୍କେବଲ୍ ଅର୍ ନୋଟେବଲ୍ ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟ ଇଜ୍ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଦ ମୁଘଲ ଏମ୍ପରର Shahjahan's eldest son Dara-Shikho translated 3 Upanishads of Rig Veda, 12 of Yajurveda, 1 of Samveda and 36 of Atharvaveda into Parsi language or Parsi. So then next is ସଂକଳନଟିର ନାମ ଥିଲା, ଏହି ସଂକଳନଟିର ନାମ ଥିଲା ଶ୍ରୀଚର ଆକବର। So ଏହି ସଂକଳନଟିର ନାମ ଥିଲା ଶ୍ରୀଚର ଆକବର। This analogy was known as, or the name of the analogy is, name of the analogy was, or this analogy was known as, this analogy was known as Sher-e-Akbar. Sher-e-Akbar. So Srechara Sher-e-Akbar. This analogy was known as Sher-e-Akbar. The analogy or the compilation भी ହେଇପାରିବ ଏଇ ଗ୍ରନ୍ଥଟିର ନାମ ଥିଲା, ଏଇ ସଂକଳନଟିର। Then ଏଇ ଗ୍ରନ୍ଥଟିର ଭୂମିକା ଦ୍ୱାରା ନିଜେ ଲେଖିଥିଲେ, ଏଇ ଗ୍ରନ୍ଥଟିର ଭୂମିକା ଧାରା ନିଜେ ଲେଖିଥିଲେ ଏବଂ ପବିତ୍ର କୋରାନ ତଥା ଉପନିଷଦର ବର୍ଣ୍ଣନା ଗୁଡ଼ିକରେ ଏକେଶ୍ୱରବାଦ ସମଭାବରେ ଉପଲବ୍ଧି ବୋଲି ସେ ଦର୍ଶାଇଥିଲେ। Dara himself wrote the preface of this book, or he wrote himself the prologue to the book, or he himself wrote the preface of this book. এটা লিখিবা he himself ସରି ଏ ଗ୍ରନ୍ଥଟିର ଭୂମିକା ଦାରା ନିଜେ ଲେଖିଥିଲେ। ଦାରା ହିମସେଲ୍ଫ wrote the preface of this book, himself wrote the preface of this book, and he pointed out that monotheism ଏକେଶ୍ୱରବାଦ was ଏକେଶ୍ୱରବାଦ ସମଭାବରେ ଉପଲବ୍ଧି ବୋଲି ସେ ଦର୍ଶାଇଥିଲେ। was equally attainable, monotheism was equally attainable, monotheism was equally attainable in the description of Holy Quran, Holy Quran Holy Quran and Upanishads. Holy Quran and Upanishads. So Dara himself wrote the preface of this book, and he pointed out that the monotheism was equally attainable in the description of Holy Quran and Upanishad. So, in the description लिखिकी भी आमे जदि एठी लिखिदबा enshrined attainable was equally attainable as it enshrined attainable as monotheism enshrined in monotheism एमती भी लिखिबा monotheism enshrined in Quran and Upanishad सेटा भी लिखिया हो pointed out that monotheism was equally attainable or monotheism enshrined equally in his realization about monotheism enshrined in Holy Quran or Upanishads. So आमे एठू लिखि दबा so Darasiko himself wrote the preface of this book and ए जगह आमे अलगा चेंज भी करि परिबा एठू हम चेंज करके एटा भी लिखि परिबा Darasiko himself wrote the preface of this book and showed equally his realization about monotheism enshrined in Holy Quran or description of Holy Quran. In the description of Holy Quran जगह हमें enshrined भी लिख परिबा enshrined in Holy Quran and Upanishads सेटा भी करि हबो सो ए ग्रंथटीर भूमिका द्वारा निजे लिखिथिले एवं पवित्र कोरान तथा उपनिषदर वर्णना गुडी करे एकेश्वरवाद समभाव रे उपलब्धि बोली से दर्शाइथिले सो दारासिको हिमसेल्फ wrote the preface of this book and he pointed out that monotheism was equally attainable in the description of Holy Quran and Upanishad. Or Darasiko himself wrote the preface of this book and showed equally his realization about monotheism enshrined in Holy Quran and Upanishads. Then next is 16ଶ ଶତାବ୍ଦୀରେ ରଚିତ ଏହି ଗ୍ରନ୍ଥକୁ ପ୍ରାୟ 200 ବର୍ଷ ପରେ ଲାଟିନ ଭାଷାରେ ଓ ଜର୍ମାନୀ ଭାଷାରେ ଅନୁବାଦ କରାଯାଇଥିଲା सो 16ଶ ଶତାବ୍ଦୀରେ ରଚିତ ଏହି ଗ୍ରନ୍ଥକୁ ପ୍ରାୟ 200 ବର୍ଷ ପରେ ସବୁ 200 ବର୍ଷ ପରେ means almost after 200 years almost after 200 years. Almost after 200 years, the book written in 16th century. So almost after 200 years, almost after 200 years, the book written in 16th century, written in 16th century, 16th century was translated into Latin and German. Into Latin and German. So ଷୋଡ଼ଶ ଶତାବ୍ଦୀରେ ରଚିତ ଏହି ବୁକ୍ ଏହି ଗ୍ରନ୍ଥକୁ ଷୋଡ଼ଶରେ ରଚିତ ଏହି ଗ୍ରନ୍ଥକୁ ପ୍ରାୟ 200 ବର୍ଷ ପରେ ଲାଟିନ୍ ଭାଷାରେ ଓ ଜର୍ମାନୀ ଭାଷାରେ ଅନୁବାଦ କରାଯାଇଥିଲା। ଅଲମୋଷ୍ଟ ଆଫ୍ଟର 200 years the book written in 16th century was translated into Latin and German। ସେମିତି ବେର or the book written in 16th century was translated into Latin German language। ସେ ଏମିତି ବି ହେଇପାରିବ। language about 200 years later। then next is ଏହି ଗ୍ରନ୍ଥ ଏହାର ତତ୍ତ୍ୱ ଓ ଧର୍ମ ନିରପେକ୍ଷତା ରୂପକ ଆଦର୍ଶ ଲୋକପ୍ରିୟତା ସହଜରେ ଜଣାପଡ଼େ। so the popularity of idealism, the popularity of idealism the popularity of idealism metamorphosed in this book metamorphosed in this book and its ideals and secularism are clearly understood ସହଜରେ ଜଣା ପଡ଼େ। understood ଏହି ଗ୍ରନ୍ଥ ଏହାର ତତ୍ତ୍ୱ ଓ ଧର୍ମନିରପେକ୍ଷତା ରୂପକ ଆଦର୍ଶର ଲୋକପ୍ରିୟତା ସହଜରେ ଜଣା ପଡ଼େ। the popularity of idealism metamorphosed in this book and its ideals and secularism are clearly understood। so sorry like 2006 translation। so guys please like, share and subscribe। thank you for watching। thank you। so in next class we will discuss 2011 translation। so thank you, please like, share and subscribe।